Slowly but surely, job done for Erik ten Hag and his men, 1-0 away to Bournemouth. It's been a pretty crappy season away from home by Manchester United standards. Players have just decided to go missing time and time again from a scoring standpoint, a creativity standpoint, just from a turning up and showing that little bit of extra grit that's required in a league like the Premier League to get results over the line. Bournemouth were a side with absolutely nothing to play for today, and Manchester United once again showed, in my personal opinion, watching it, yes, I know when we watch it in Australia, the times are a little bit weird, so sometimes we haven't got the best perception of it, but once again, uninspired Manchester United and entitled Manchester United, just flat as well. Relying on world-class Casemiro as per usual. My goodness, how... I never gave him the credit at Madrid that I should have and that he deserved. I mean, I always knew he was an elite-level player, but I'd never walk around and talk about him like he was in the brackets of the best midfielders in the world. And he had to have been. He probably isn't now, despite how influential he still is, but because of his age and consistency. But when he was at Madrid, he really, really was and must have been a key and pivotal and critical member to all of their domestic and intercontinental success. He has to have been. I only watched him in the Champions League because I can't spend every minute of every second of time watching every league. So La Liga just has to take the back seat. But that midfield three of Modric, Kroos and Casemiro really must have been up there with the best midfields of all time. And Class Casemiro once again puts it at 1-0 after 9 minutes, and it stays like that for the rest of the game. Bournemouth had their chances. United had a couple of chances. I think now that the top 4 spot is secured because of Liverpool's draw, not mathematically, but it will be when United get one more point. It's going to be who of these players don't have the stamina to go again next season? I think that's a big question that Ten Hag has to ask. And a lot of big names are going to be in that discussion. I'm talking about names like David De Gea. Are his best years behind him? We all saw those calamity errors from him in the last couple of weeks. And yes, he was really, really good after that, as he always seems to do. Reflexes all day. That save in the first half to push it over the bar. Incredible. But I think United need to move on. They really need to detach themselves from this era of the past that still doesn't look like a success. And part of that means meaning the likes of De Gea and Martial need to leave. You know? Phil Jones obviously isn't going to stay. Deadwood, like Alex Telles, needs to leave. I don't think he was ever given a proper crack, but the Premier League just doesn't seem to be for him. He'll probably thrive somewhere else again. I actually forget where we sent him out on loan. Go figure. But I always remember his best years at Sevilla. Who else? Christian Eriksen, as amazing and elegant and classy as he is, and I'll always love him for what he did for this badge as well, his best years are behind him, and it might be better off looking for someone that can take up some of his minutes, bare minimum, relocate him semi to the bench next season as well. A lot to think about for Ten Hag, but now the only thing to think about for him is the FA Cup final against Manchester City. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. I'll see you soon. Ciao.